Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. It is Tuesday, April 22, and I'm going to show you a trade, only one shot that I took today with the team. It was actually very simple structure today. I'm not going to lie. For the past 2 days, since Friday, well, it's probably since Thursday, because also we caught a beautiful sell on Thursday. We've been having a good streak, a good couple of trades for 3 days consecutive. I've had losses as well, but I end up the day in profits, which is what matters at the end of the day. So I want to show you right here. This is my VIP group. This is where I post everything. This is where I go live with my students. However, I was not in the morning. I was not during the. I was not able to go on Zoom today, this morning, because I had to do a few things, due diligences or due diligence outside my house. So I was actually in the bank by the time I caught this buy right here. So I will explain pretty much why I enter here, what led me to take this position on the bullish side of the market. So I will make sure to break everything down here for you so you can understand. The structure was actually quite nice. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go ahead and understand this. Let's pretty much remove today's candle and let's go from here. So if you notice, this is the candle from Monday, right? From that big drop. Notice that we manipulated this low right here, right? And after taking this low, I do understand that the body of the candle closed very strong right here below this previous daily low, right? We have displacement. So there is a possibility that we could continue going lower, right? Going to the previous daily low, right? Instead of the previous daily high. But because the context, what's the context? The context is that after this huge push, right, we had an accumulation. We recently had a manipulation, right? This is the candle for Monday. So we manipulated this low right here, pretty much this lows from this area. We took all of that, retraced back up. There is a chance that we might be reversing, right? That we might now going for these highs. There's a chance. All right. So let's go. When we go lower time frame now, start going on the 1 hour. I want you guys to see what happened, because this is how we closed. This is how the market closed on Monday. This is 4 p.m., right? This is the closure. New York Stock Exchange, boom, closes. That's it. The session is closed. Now the next candle opens for Asian session right there. No, notice that we do have a gap right there, right? So notice what's happening, right? After this recent push, what did we have? We formed a big bullish fair value gap, right? Notice what happens next after the price taps into this 1 hour fair value gap. Notice what happens next. Boom, big displacement to the upside, right? Next candle, if you look at the next candle, that's how it closes. Notice what it did. It built up another 1 hour fair value gap, right? Notice what happens after this. This is Asian session, right? We're in Asian session. Price taps into the Asian session fair value gap. And boom, explodes to the upside. What is this telling you? Well, first of all, I don't trade Asian session or London session, right? I just have to wait. I have to wait for the next day. This is still, I'm not ready to trade right here, right? Because this is still, notice right here, this would be 2 a.m. for me. So I'm sleeping at that hour. I don't trade London. This is currently still Asian session. London is about to open. But notice this structure. I want you guys to start seeing that after market close, we started respecting bullish fair value gap after bullish fair value gap. So notice what happens right here. What do you think it's happening? It repeated. We have another bullish fair value gap. So it's repeating the process. I want you guys to pay attention right here. Notice what happened right here. Notice what happened right here. And notice what is potentially happening right here. This is why. Now, let's see. This is 3 a.m. in the morning. So let's wait now for my session. Let's go lower time frame. And I want you guys to pay attention to this. Right? So notice that every time the price takes a high, takes a liquidity, it comes back for internal liquidity. So external liquidity is sweeping, right? So price sweeps external, comes back for internal liquidity, which are fair value gaps, right? Now we have recently break. We took it in external liquidity and we left another 1 hour fair value gap right here that I'm kind of hoping to get the price to pull back here, react in this area, and go up, right? So anyways, let's go right to the point where New York session is opening. Again, because I don't trade London. This is 7 a.m. So it'll be 8 a.m. in the morning. Notice what's happening already right here. I'm seeing prices already sweeping this low, sweeping another low. New York Stock Exchange is about to open. So I was telling my students that I was sending them a setup and an idea in a video before I actually left my office because I had to do a couple of things. So I explained to them, guys, watch this area because we're currently into a higher time frame PD array, which is this 1 hour fair value gap, right? This is a 1 hour fair value gap. We have recently now taken liquidity, which is key in ICT concepts, right? Liquidity is key. If you are not able to see where the liquidity is, if the liquidity was taken or not, then you're lost. Okay? So probably you don't know, how to execute, when to execute. Make sure to watch my videos, right? I have a couple of playlists based on ICT concepts. If you want to learn for free, go ahead. I'm going to leave a playlist at the top right corner here where you can watch all these videos. Or if you're looking for anything additional, if you already have watched my videos and you're looking for more, to get more, probably a mentorship, go ahead and visit my website, teamprofitsenglish.com, and you will see what's my current discount right there. I'm offering a bundle, which is for just right now until Friday. It's $100 one-time payment, and you're part of my team forever. You're part of my mentorship, full mentorship program. I teach SMC and ICT concepts. If you're interested in this, go ahead and check out my website. I'm not normally offering good discounts in there. I teach. I don't sell signals, okay? I teach. So, anyways, notice what's happening right here. Is New York session open? Not yet. Boom, right there, New York session just opened, right? So what do we have so far? We have that 1 hour fair value gap that we recently broke. You see, I'm just trying to follow what the market has been doing because it's quite simple to see. Today, the structure was very easy and very simple and clear as water to see what the price was doing. Coming from the 1 hour, you can clearly see how respectful it was. Every time it would tap a 1 hour fair value gap, boom, created a new one. Tap it again, boom, created a new one. And now we're tapping again, and New York session is about to open. I was very, very confident in this position today. All I needed to do was to find out next is the entry model. Okay? What is the entry model? From ICT. I see a lot of people on YouTube saying or calling it, oh, my entry model. This is not your entry model. This is actually from ICT. So it's not your entry model. So this is the ICT entry model, which is changing the state of delivery, and then you can enter right here. So it's basically, and you don't want to call this from ICT, this is a freaking head and shoulder, basically, right? It's an inverse head and shoulder. So in this particular case, what is it that I'm looking for? I want to see a candle closing above that high. That would be, for me, that's considered, and for ICT, that's considered the change in the state of delivery. As soon as this candle swept this low right here, we have a change in the state of delivery if we do close above. If we don't, then there's nothing, right? So let's see what happens right here. Do we have a change in the state? No. Do we have a change in the state of delivery now? Yes, we do, right? So what did I do? I entered. I send this picture. I'm taking a buy on Nasdaq, probably early, but that's okay for me. So where did I buy? You see this candle? Body of the candle closing. If I draw a line right here, this would be the change in the state. So this candle confirming that closure above this high, the body, not the wick, the body, that's the one, that's the trigger, basically, right? So I entered basically right there. I place my stop loss just right here, and I targeted that high. That's all. That was all for today. You could have placed, if you wanted, a buy limit order right here and just wait for a retest. If you want, that's up to you. Did a retest? Yes. Basically, that candle would have activated your entry anyways. So, but I entered right there, right? So what happened next? Pretty much price. Notice that right here, that little dip. What happened right there? 930. That's the stock exchange. So price manipulated that low. Where did it react? Let's go higher time frame. 15-minute. Price reacted to a bullish 15-minute fair value gap. Nice reaction right there. If you go on 5-minute, you see this is the manipulation from the stock exchange, right? From the 930 manipulation. Oh, geez. Hold on. So that's the manipulation, right? Boom. After that, skyrocket. Price pushed up incredibly today, but I guess what? I don't care. I don't care. Look at that. How many? And I was sure that probably price would have been hitting this, but because I was watching just from my phone, I have to admit this. I'm not a good trader from my phone. I feel very scared when I'm trading from. I suck. Trading from only from the phone, I suck. And I have students that actually love trading from the phone, and my God. So if you're good trading from the phone, brother, you're incredible. I cannot do that. I have to be watching the computer, unfortunately. That's how I am. So anyways, this was a very simple, straightforward entry setup. And again, I'm surprised another day that we're not having that crazy volatility, and it's kind of relaxing at the moment. The markets are kind of chill. It did push. So interesting part here is that when we go now on the daily, notice how the daily candle closed, right? It was not that big of a bullish candle. I mean, we did not close above that previous day high. We failed, but man, we have to wait. The structure, I still don't. I want to say we're a little bit bullish, but not fully bullish yet. The market is still a little weird. Not gonna lie. So, anyways, that's why I didn't want it to target higher. I didn't think it was gonna push up this hard today, but it did. Actually pushed up since New York session. That was almost 460 pips. That was a big push. So I could have made a lot more money, but that's fine. So showing you right here, pretty much how my week is going so far. You can guys see how much I pretty much make every week. This is real. This is my profits. This is how I track with my students pretty much every day. I have bad weeks. I have good weeks. For me, I have really not so good weeks. Look at this, 2 bad weeks consecutive in the red, but mostly at least ending up in profits. Some days, some weeks better, some other weeks bad. Notice this CPI, right? Pretty bad. Some weeks for me, CPI, it kills me. But anyways, just hope it makes sense. This week has been insane so far. Monday and Tuesday, I'm telling you, I'm already about over $1,000 in this too. It's already, I could call it a week. I could definitely call it a week and take the week off, because if you look at my past weeks, I haven't been able to get $1,000 in an entire week. I don't live in the United States. I don't live in the UK. I live in a country where making this amount of money in a week, even $500 in a week, it's insane. It's insane. Not even the 10% of the population, I want to say, in Venezuela can make this, in a month. So I still feel like I'm blessed to do this, and I'm showing you these numbers. This is real for me. I don't go crazy. I don't trade. I don't overtrade. I'm not looking for anything crazy or silly. I probably trade very small and slow, but that's what I like. That's my style. So, anyways, hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, guys, just let me know. Reach out on the. You can go on my free Telegram group. You can leave your comments below. Give it a big thumbs up. It motivates me to continue posting videos for you guys. If you want to see anything else, if you have questions related to ICT, let me know, and make sure again to watch the playlist that I have created for you. There's a bunch of videos in here that you can learn what I do. Okay, don't look the easy stuff, because trading is at the end of the day, it's not easy. It's actually very complex. You can if you love what you're doing, you can make it look easy, but at the end of the day, you need to put effort into this if you really want to make money with this thing. So hope it makes sense. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.